What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the first ever watch along on the channel. Super excited to be here as we kick back and watch Halloween H20, one of my favorites of all time, and it is these people's favorites of all time. One of
Yay!
What's up, dude? I got Kevin with me and Marie. People who have been on my podcast at least 97 times, so super excited to have them back for the watch along, first ever watch along. And I couldn't think of a better movie to kick it off with than Halloween H20, a movie that we all love. Marie, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I got my little setup. I got my popcorn. I got my drink. I got everything ready. Got my mood lighting. I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
I know the whole mood is set. Both of you.
Yeah.
Like, should I? Let me mess around with mine. Anyways, Kevin, what's going on, man? Excited to watch some H20 tonight. I know you are.
Yeah, very excited. I was telling you, I actually didn't get to watch it all the way through on Halloween. My nephew started watching it, and I had to skip through some of the scary parts. So I'm excited to finally really get into it and watch. I got my cider, I got popcorn and candy, so it's gonna be good.
Nice.
So, what is the candy for tonight?
Well, I'm running low, man. But I got some Snickers.
You sounded so upset.
I got some Snickers, some Reese's, and a couple Whoppers.
You say Reese's as well?
I don't say Reese's
God, here we
Pieces.
go.
I say Reese's Pieces.
Okay, Reese's.
That's what it was.
Reese's
It was
Pieces.
you were making fun of the pieces.
Yeah.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it because I'm just gonna be made fun of all night. I'm not saying it. I don't think I've talked to you since Halloween, Marie. Did you have a good Halloween?
Yes. It was one of the nicest Halloweens weather-wise on record here, I swear, that I can remember. Probably not on record, but that I can remember. And so the kids were trick-or-treating with their friends for the first time. And we're walking around the neighborhood, and I think I teared up like 4 times because I was just like, so beautiful. A beautiful day.
I love that.
It was lovely. It was great.
I love that. Kevin, I know we talked since then, but what'd you do for Halloween, man? I know you watched a bunch of horror movies.
I did, man. Well, I got back from California like a couple of days before, and I just like soaked up all of the foliage and just like the weather here. I just really missed that, and just chilled at the house, watched a bunch of movies, ate a bunch of pizza and junk food, and just chilled. It was nice.
Nice.
I love that, dude. Is your weather crazy down there as well? Because in Virginia, it was 71 yesterday, and today was 58.
Yeah, it was cold and rainy a couple of days ago, and now when I take my dog out in the mornings, I'm like, oh, it's going to be cold, and it's like 75 degrees and sunny. So it's weird.
So fucking crazy, dude. And it's messing with my allergies too. I'm like, come on, please.
Yeah.
You guys want to know what it is here right now, the temperature?
It's like snow.
No, I don't. No, I don't want to know because me and Sean had this conversation last night, and he said some shit that I didn't understand. So if you're gonna say something I don't understand, like it doesn't equate. It doesn't equate to like temperature wise. I guess what Canadians, how y'all read it, it's different than Fahrenheit, right?
Yeah, we do Celsius, but I converted it to Fahrenheit for you guys. So right now,
what a
with
good
the
person.
wind chill, which means makes it colder. I don't know if you guys do wind chill in there.
Yes,
it's 7.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's 7
Holy
degrees.
shit.
And it gets like 30 degrees colder than that. I'm not ready. I'm never ready.
I don't even know if we hit 7 at all here.
No,
Maybe
so.
like February with the wind chill, but
yeah, and that's at like 4 a.m. That's like at 4 a.m. too. Yeah, it's
wonderful
really
dreamland you live in. Oh shit.
No, it's weird. It's weird. You get sick easily because the weather changes so much. So Halloween H20, super excited to dive into this. Before we get into it, I know I had Marie on and asked her her first experience with watching that, and we'll jump to her in a second to go through that again. But Kevin, what was your first experience watching H20, dude?
God, I wish I had a good story. I don't know. I don't remember. I remember going to the movies when I was a kid. I remember like the big cardboard cutout of the poster and seeing
nice.
like Michael's mask just huge. That's a vivid memory. I was like, God, I got to see that. But I don't remember if I like went to the movies and saw it. I actually think I went to go see like Deep Blue Sea or Lake Placid when that came out, and that's when I saw it. But
if
I
you
think
saw
I just
Deep
saw it at
Blue
home.
Sea, if you saw Deep Blue Sea, you got to see LL Cool J either way.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it was the movie theater for me. It was the first Halloween movie I've ever saw in the theater. I think that's why
wonderful.
I think it's one of the reasons why it does hold such a sentimental value for me as well. I don't know. It was just, man, it definitely catapulted my love for horror, like even into a whole different ball game after that. Because before that, the only other horror movie I saw in theater was The Blair Witch Project, and I don't remember what that was like because I had my head down in the seat.
Man, so, those are two great movies to see in the theater. I'm jealous.
I didn't see either of them in the theater.
It's okay. One of them I didn't get to see because I was watching and I started to get sick to my stomach, so I had to put my head in my aunt's lap. I was a little kid. I was like, and I'm afraid that it hasn't changed. I haven't tried to rewatch it yet, but I did. Oh, Marie, I watched Toast. Did I tell you that?
And did you like it?
I thought it was pretty good, and it didn't make me sick.
Yeah, most of it's stationary. There's like a little bit where they're walking around, but most of it's like stationary on the screen.
Jump scares though, it got me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna say which part, but I screamed. I think I know which one you mean, and I screamed out loud for real.
Marie, I also I watched Creepshow last night, by the way, since we're all kind of on the theme of like Marie's recommendations. This is my first time watching it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's corny and cheesy.
It's I expected something different. There's a couple of vignettes in it that are good, but it's all right. It's okay.
It was the time. It was the time it was made.
Yeah. I like the colors in it. The colors in like the comic book stuff was cool.
Yes. And what was your favorite? Sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, you're good. Keep going, because there's something I want to say too. But keep going.
What was your favorite segment in it?
I like the Stephen King segment, and I like the crate segment.
The crate's
the crate's the best one.
Yeah, by far.
I have to watch that. But so I took recommendations from you both. And I watched movies that you both recommended. So obviously host was Marie's, and Kevin, I watched Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, you watched it. Nice, dude.
I did. It definitely
What did you think of Sleepaway
Camp? Interesting. What's up, dude? Appreciate you being here.
It's a unique one, man.
Yeah, it didn't suck, but it's definitely one of those.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I saw it at a sleepover when I was a kid.
I'm not trying to shit on it because like I didn't think it was terrible, but I don't know. I think I'm kind of past the time for it. I mean, I appreciate it for what it is, but I think the time is kind of past for me. Like if I would have saw that when I was young, I think it would have stuck with me a lot better for sure.
For sure. And I just watched it for the first time. That's the last 5 minutes of that movie is what makes it. Like I watched it for the first time last week. Watched it for the first time last week. It's super cheesy. Like it's so 80s cheese and it's bad acting. And but there's
that's the definition of cheesy.
But Felissa Rose, like I think she's really good in it. And I like her cousin or her stepbrother. He's just really foul mouthed and protective. It had a little bit of charm in it for me that I liked, and the ending's great.
Yeah, the ending is great, and again, I'm with you. I kind of think that's what makes it. So, before we jump in H20, we got to do it. What are some recommendations? What do I need to watch next, or any of us need to watch next?
Ooh.
Well, no, it's okay. I'll take mine. I'm gonna do. Kevin, what was the one you just watched again? Creepshow. Okay, that'll be mine. I'm gonna watch that next. That's what I'm gonna watch. So I'll do that next.
Okay, you tell me what to watch next.
Hey, I don't know. I feel like you've seen a lot of shit.
I actually
don't know. I got one for. I don't know if you've watched it yet. Have you seen Terrifier 2?
No.
Watch that.
Nope.
Yeah, I know
it's a hit.
Yeah, I know everybody's posting on their stories, but it's the hype's real. I really liked it.
So
It's my favorite movie of the year.
If I didn't watch, it's my favorite horror movie of the year for sure. Like if I didn't, I think Marie, I think you were the one who told me to watch it, or I was thinking about watching it and you said you should do it, and I did. If I wouldn't have watched it, I probably wouldn't have watched it because of Terrifier 2. Like I'm one of those people that like if it's there a lot of hype around it, I'm like, oh, y'all are just bullshitting. It's a lot. No.
Yeah,
but it lives up. Yeah, it lives up to the hype. It really does. Really does.
Good.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump into Halloween H20. So if you are following along, we're gonna start pretty much a second into the Dimension logo. Alejandro asks, "Is it really that gory?" I would say watch the first 5 minutes of it and you'll find out. But to answer your question, yeah, man, it's absolutely gory. Linton said, "Have you all seen Slaughter High?" I have not. No. Any of you?
No. Haven't heard of it.
I have not. I haven't heard of it, but I'll add it to the list, dude. Appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna start right at the Dimension logo if you're following along. And go ahead and put your hand or your finger on the start button, and we will start in. It's going to be 3, 2, 1, start. Okay.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, then start.
And then 3, 2, 1, click. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, click.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, first off, what
I love how mad that mom looks.
And I just want to say, Kevin, I'm kind of upset with you, dude.
Oh shit! Why? Wow.
In a jealous way, because you've been to this location, and I'm kind of pissed about it.
Oh. I have.
I'm just jealous. I'm just jealous, dude. How was it?
It was incredible. Like it's in the heart of Los Angeles, and where she's walking to her right, where she drives up to the house, is a cul-de-sac, so she doesn't come in from like a road. But the homeowners were super nice. Walked up, and I always like to ask for permission, and they were just really, really nice and allowed me to take pictures of their house, which is always a little awkward, but they were cool about it.
I love that, dude. I'm somebody who usually asks for permission too, unless it's like a public place. But when I went to, I told you this, when I went to Atlanta and I went to the trailer park, some guy stopped me and was like, "What are you doing around here?"
Mm-hmm.
So
that sounds scary.
It was fucking creepy as hell. No, seriously. He opened his door and everything.
Kevin, are you off on this movie or what?
No, I'm watching on my iPad. I was just going to have it play in the background because if the TV,
smart.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. That is smart.
Oh my! I'm almost exactly synced up.
Yeah, pretty much. We should all be pretty much synced up. Like I have her. She's about to get scared now. Right there.
Yeah, right there too. Kevin's light.
That's fine. A couple seconds is good as long as we're not like 10 seconds off and like somebody's getting stabbed in the gut and you're like watching somebody do something else. I love this scene too where she was like, "Yeah, but they're all dead." When he's talking about the secondhand smoking, I was like, "Hell of a good comeback." I was like, "That's nice."
I just still loved it how they was like secondhand smoke kills, and it was like, "Hey, jerk, speed kills" from the first one. It's kind of like they took that.
That is true.
Yes.
You know what I mean? From the first one.
This opening feels so Halloween to me. I know a lot of people are like, H2O doesn't feel like Halloween at all, but I don't know, man. This opening, I think it's like the color.
The color palette.
The color palette's good.
Mm-hmm.
The subtlety with the decorations and the leaves. I don't know. I just love it.
I think it does.
I just don't buy the whole it's not Halloween. I feel like that's a super easy cop out. Like, what about it doesn't feel Halloweeny to me? Like, I feel, well, to be honest with you, if I sit here and think about it, I haven't like really dived into it, but I can tell you it's probably in my top 2 openings as far as Halloween movies.
Yeah,
probably number 1.
I'm with you.
Because it does feel like Halloween to me. This whole movie feels like Halloween. It's the leaves, it's the atmosphere. I just get that whole October vibe that I don't get in a lot of movies. And
I do too, man.
we were talking about Marion Chambers, and y'all know I do like kills a lot more than y'all. But like those legacy characters were kind of wasted in that movie or annoying, and I think she's way better in her opening here, even though she gets killed. Well, she gets killed in both, but like there's no corniness as far as dialogue in H2O with her. Like again, we go back to the but they're all dead quote from her. It just hits. Like there's nothing wrong about it or anything. About it. Yeah,
no, I think H2O is a really well written movie. Like I think the fan service is really nice. It's not corny. It's not over the top. Everything's like really well thought out and not over the top. It's just enough. And I know it's set in California, but I'm with you, Mike. To me, H2O, I just get Halloween vibes from it. And I think Sean mentioned this the other week, where it may not have been Sean, where he said there's not enough kills in H2O, and I hear people complain about like the lack of kills and the pacing. But if you really think about it, it's kind of structured the same way as 78 in terms of like the climax and the kills. I mean, there are more kills that are shown in 78, but like structure wise, story wise, it parallels 78 in a really nice way.
I agree.
Yeah, me too. I think Sean's problem with H2O, his biggest problem is he does not like the score at all. I don't have a problem with the score.
I get that. It's a little too stringy. It's a little too fantastical with strings and everything, but it's just like it came out.
I love it.
And then of course,
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either. And then of course, the mask, which I think we all have a problem to a degree, as far as. And when I say problem, I say just switching between different masks. Like stick to one mask. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's the CGI mask.
Also, the mask is kind of goofy. Like it's goofy. The main mask that they use is goofy. Like googly eye Mikey with the hair.
Kevin, don't you own an H2O mask?
Yeah, it's right there behind me. I love that mask. Probably because it's like nostalgia. I'm biased, but I don't know. I've always liked it, even with this big goofy eyes. I mean, I don't know. I've always liked that mask. It's really feral looking, and I don't know.
I grew to appreciate the eyes for sure. This movie needs the eye contact. I don't know. It creates vibes.
So I love this nobody shot. Yeah, and I don't care what nobody says. If somebody just broke into my house and my power's out, I'm gonna sit right on the curb outside waiting for the police to come. Like I am not going back inside that house. You telling me that guy who got a little frisky with the stick did a good search job in that house? Please.
Yeah, they could be hiding anywhere in there. I ain't going back in there.
Exactly. No. He said he checked all the closets. My man found the beer and left.
This shot right here, I love so fucking much.
Oh yes, when we first see that Michael, absolutely.
This mask in the beginning is one they should have used the whole time. Isn't this the mask that they used in Halloween 6 or something?
No.
In the beginning?
No, well, yeah, actually, you're right.
In the beginning, yeah.
They should have kept this one. What are they losing masks on set? Why do they change it so much?
Well,
I would love to. No, go ahead.
I get that complaint, and it would make sense to like continue with the same mask, but I dig that each movie has their own separate mask, like it's its own separate identity. I like that. Maybe it's just me though.
So I like I like the score here. I like how she's struggling with the door. I'm not a big fan of off-screen kills, but I absolutely love this kill. Jimmy! And then you get right here. Oh man. I don't know how that would
have impactful that you don't see it. That you don't see it. It would look silly. Well, I mean, it would look kind of cool if it was like a straight down, like, but I like that it was a surprise.
I agree. And then when she sees Michael for the first time since 78.
Mask.
Yeah. I love this. The sound when he pulls the knife out, and just the way he flips it.
The knife flip.
That knife flip is so good.
I think Chris Duran's really solid. I think Chris Duran's really solid.
I like Chris Duran a lot too. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna try to. I'm not gonna try to kill Michael. I'm going straight out the door. I don't care what you say. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'd run. She's trying.
Exactly.
She's trying to get out of there.
It is dumb, but it's not. This is for Dr. Loomis dumb.
Hey, Michael, this is for Dr. Loomis.
Click, click.
Talk about bad luck, though. Being able to bust that window out as soon as those officers walk inside.
I know. Fate, man. Hey, fate. That's what Halloween's about.
That's true. And like I like the scene here, the way that it ends as well, when Michael pulls out in the car and a dun 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 dun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with the score, and I told Sean that. Like, I love the sound design. I love the score in this movie. Doesn't bother me at all.
I can see why, but I like it.
I understand. It just doesn't bother me. And we see Michael just coast off. And let's give Michael some props. That man did not have no driving lessons growing up, and he can drive the hell out of a car. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I like at least how they mention it in the first one. I guess someone gave him lessons. Like, he had to say something.
He was doing fine just last night.
I love that it's raining out. I love this whole title opening sequence.
Me too. And I love this conversation too, because it kind of puts the rest, I hear a lot of people say, damn, how old is Michael Myers by now? And, he kind of, this detective kind of puts it in perspective of, I'm older than he is. So it kind of gets you out of that mind frame. Like, oh, Michael's got to be like super old and brittle now. That's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait for that thunder to come in and then the action films. Oh, just something about it.
It's cozy. It's fucking cozy.
It is so cozy.
It is.
This movie, you guys.
I know. It makes me so happy.
Well,
here it comes.
The guy would be younger than I am. Yeah.
Oh, the thunder strike.
Yeah,
love it.
And then you pan over to the wall, and you see all the articles and the drawings, and it's so good. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's helping cure my Halloween post Halloween depression vibes right now.
Good, dude.
Yeah,
I'm glad we could help. I love that. The H2O black coming against the Halloween, and then it highlights in orange. Looks so good.
I'm just gonna fawn over this movie the whole time. But
I know.
I feel like they needed to have that whimsical type strings thing. I think only so they could have that little bit of the Psycho song and that one little split, 2 seconds where they have Janet Leigh. So if they had a whole bunch of strings in that one part, and to be like, why this is out of place? But I'm just gonna say they did it for that one part. That's why there's so many strings in this movie. Just that one part of the Psycho theme.
And I'm looking at the credits here, or the the introduction of Josh Hartnett, and you see LL Cool J's name pop up, and this whole cast in this movie is just so well cast. Like, there's not. I feel like in most movies I can pick out somebody who at least annoys me, or that I just don't like. In this movie, I feel like everybody kind of hits their spot. Everybody plays their role to a T, and everybody fits in really, really well. I
don't know. I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt, it was really hard for me to look at him like this punk kid because of watching him in Third Rock from the Sun when he was a pretentious, actually old man in a kid's body, and then seeing him be like with the stick. I'm like, you're not a badass. Come on, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That was the one. When I was a kid, or a teen. I don't know how old I was, but I was just like, you're not a bad boy.
Yeah, I think the movie I saw him in before this was Angels in the Outfield. So that was my impression of Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I'm going to be picking popcorn out of my teeth this whole time. What a bad snack choice.
No judgment.
Those popcorn kernels out.
That drawing, when I saw it, when I remember watching this movie as a kid, and I remember seeing the drawing of Michael Myers, and I just thought it looked so creepy, and with the music, and it would just creep me the hell out when I would watch it by myself.
Love it. I'm gonna get that would be a good tattoo. Actually, that drawing of Michael Myers, I was like,
I'll pay for you to get it if you get it.
I just came up with something good. And see what I like. It feels like even though they're in California and everything, I feel like all the colors are super warm and fall-like.
Absolutely.
Even in this like California like school, they kept. I don't know. The color palette to me is just Halloween and fall.
Yep.
I really love this scene. I love the just the shots of everything in the room, the click of the clock, and then we go over to the closet and get that flashback from 78. So well done.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know, this is so good.
Low key, it looks like the stuff that was in the closet in 78.
So and then on the chalkboard, like in Halloween
Laurie
2.
Strode.
Halloween 2 where it says Sam Hain. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was supposed to be a callback or not, but that makes me think of it.
My man just never combs his hair. Ever.
I don't think it would have mattered. It's the cut itself. It's so short in the back. It's just weird. Oh man, I don't know what that cut is. I don't know who did that and was like, let's keep it like this for the film.
So we get this first shot of Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm gonna go ahead and say now this is my favorite Jamie Lee Curtis. Is the one.
Yeah.
Laurie Strode. Best Laurie Strode.
Yeah.
Best Laurie Strode.
This is my Laurie Strode.
It might even be. It's a hot take. I'm trying to think of all of her other movies, but this may be her best performance. Maybe.
I think so. I'm gonna kind of go off on a limb here. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like Freaky Friday. I like Freaky Friday a lot.
I was gonna say my niece slept over and my kids were watching Freaky Friday on the weekend. I was like, she's not bad in this.
She's just such a great actress in really everything that she does. But yeah, like when you kind of break it down, I haven't seen everything that she's in, but I would probably say H2O is my favorite movie that she's in for sure.
Mm-hmm. I know she's good in True Lies. She's good in Christmas with the Cranks. Actually,
really Christmas with the Cranks. Yeah. Yes, I love that. First off, when I think of Christmas, I think of what's it? Not Tom Hanks.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. I just think of Tim Allen like he's in like two of my favorite Christmas movies. Which is I love Christmas with the Cranks. I think that's very underrated, and the Santa Claus is right up there with like Home Alone for me. Like
Santa Claus,
so well done. And then just their chemistry in that movie was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I told you this, but when I was out in LA, I saw Tim Allen at the Laugh Factory. He was doing a stand-up bit, and I got to go see him. Yeah, and
how was that?
It was awesome, dude. It was like he's so good. Like he doesn't skip a beat, and he went on for like an hour just going and just saying fuck and shit. Like it was weird. Because to me like he's the tool man and he's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Like and
you should be doing it.
And he explained the origin of that. It was really surreal. It was cool.
That's awesome.
That's so cool, dude.
I love her fridge in this. Her fridge in this. I want this fridge. It's like a retro.
Oh yeah, the retro.
I love the kitchen shape. I've always loved this kitchen.
It's nice.
I love this. I love it.
It feels like you got all the space you need. But I love. I was gonna say I love Jamie's Lee Curtis's connection that she has with Josh Hartnett in this movie. It's very believable as son and daughter.
Yeah,
it's really really good.
Son and daughter. Son and daughter.
Son and mom.
Son and mommy.
Mommy, yeah, son and mommy.
I agree, just man.
Psycho reference. Psycho reference.
I really do believe they're that their son. How about said son and daughter?
Oh man, just having a little off-campus lunch.
That's such a great scene. I can't wait for that one to come up. I was quoting that when I was out there. This
right here from Halloween 6. The eyes closing. Our little kid does in Halloween 6.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. He took callbacks from like all the Halloween movies, and you can just tell that the director like really loves Halloween. I just feel like,
Yep.
Whereas the new ones, I'm like, do you even know what Halloween is? Have you watched a Halloween movie?
So this shot right here where he's looking, that's the very back of the Paramore estate, but they did movie magic to make it look like it was in one area.
So that shot right there, Kevin, that we're looking at right now, is that where the pool is or no?
Yep. That's where the pool is in Scream 3. And when this was the first spot I was taken to when I got to tour the place. And the tour guide kind of left me there for a little bit, and I got to soak it in. Dude, I got so emotional, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I stood there because I never thought in a million years I'd be out there, let alone like at the H20 Hillcrest Academy. I just sat there. It was quiet, and it was really surreal. It was cool. I love this movie so much, and getting that opportunity, man, it was really cool.
I would have cried for sure.
Good old Michelle Williams. Man, did I have a crush on her in Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, she was a baddie in Dawson's Creek. Like she was a little bit.
But a hot take. You know, she's the typical blonde. Everybody had a crush on her. But I had a crush on Katie Holmes' character. Like I loved her character a lot in that show. I was,
like always like shaking her head and putting her hair behind her ears, like, oh my god, Dawson. Oh my god.
Yes. It was just like
I don't like that.
Like, of course, you have the super hot Michelle Williams, but like the simplicity. I don't mean this in a bad way, but like the simple hometown girl that Katie Holmes plays, like
natural.
Yeah,
good girl. She was a good girl.
True. In that movie, like, let me not say Katie Holmes. I mean, she did date Tom Cruise, so let me not,
Would they married?
Or married, yeah. So Kevin, I found this. This scene pretty cool as well, and the fact that you were able to find this. I know you said it was kind of like nerve-wracking trying to find it.
This one was so tough, man. So it's at I can't remember the name of the park. Maybe Malibu Creek State Park. Mm-hmm. It's about like an hour west of Los Angeles. It looks totally different. The road that the mom and daughter come in on is it's really grown up. There's a lot of trees and like a ranger station, so it just doesn't look like it does in the movie. And I was going back and forth between different parks and asking different rangers, but went back to this spot and I matched it up. And
nice.
I had my dog with me, and he was, Jesus, man, that fucking dog. He was losing it. He was not having it. He was so anxious.
I saw the pictures on your Instagram, and it does not look like this at all. Like when she pulls up, I was like, that's what this place looks like now?
Yeah.
I love that Michael doesn't kill this family.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
He doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wants the car and he wants to go. He's like, don't waste my time. I'm trying to find my sister. Like, I don't need to kill these people. Bye.
100%. But I love this. Shot. Yes, it's a good shot because one, it's just a good shot. Michael looks back, but I feel like when he, I know, and I feel like when he looks back, he's like, he's in his mind. He's like, I just want you to know, I could fuck you up right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on about my business.
Yeah, Don't fuck with me. I'm taking your car.
Yeah. He's like, you're welcome, and he leaves.
Mm.
Spiders.
So cute.
Yeah, mom's so relieved, which I would be too.
Aw, doesn't give a shit about her car. She's just like, my baby.
First off, they look like they're in the middle of nowhere, so they're gonna have to do some walking. I love this callback to 78 when they're in the class. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Excuse me. At least I think I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah.
I think I
am. Yeah. This is, I just love her. I love this Laurie Strode so much. She's so like confident and she's like powerful and she's like, this is what Laurie Strode would have grown up to be, is this version.
Yeah, Laurie Strode is an academic. She's a bookworm. She's a Girl Scout, but she's also like...
She's tough.
But she's also tough. And they nailed it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I love about here. Like, you still kind of see she's still in fear to a degree, but it's not affecting her life the way that it did in 2018. You know,
Yeah.
As much as I loved like seeing, I think one of the reasons I enjoyed Laurie Strode in Halloween Ends is because we got a glimpse back of that happy Laurie. But I feel like it would have made a lot more sense to put that happy Laurie in 2018, right? Like,
I hated Happy Laurie.
I hate all three Lauries in 18.
I hated her. She's like, all of a sudden she's in a cardigan and an apron. She's like, fuck my pie. Oh, fuck. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then she's like, show your tits. I'm like, shut up, Laurie. You're not even Laurie.
Yeah,
I hated her.
I just felt like it would have been better in 2018. Like, what was it, 40 years since 78? And it would affect her life that bad. And then she loses her daughter and goes through hell on Halloween night. And then 4 years later, that's when she decides to show her tits and all that. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
If you're gonna go that way, flip it. Like, have her 40 years later be that happy Laurie, and then the stuff she goes through on Halloween night, let then that affect.
Then she's a hermit.
Yeah. Then let her go into. I don't know. Anyways,
Crazy
I don't want to talk
mode?
about that. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
This is a happy movie. This is a happy time.
It is. Where is he from? Because I remember when I first saw this movie in theaters, I'm like, damn, he looks so familiar. So
I haven't seen him in anything
in the
else.
back of the day.
He's like discount George Clooney.
Oh yeah, he does.
That is true. Hopefully he'd be a better Batman though. Here we go.
The man.
Oh
man.
Melon.
I just love LL Cool J.
Breasts.
Melon.
Big.
Breasts. Round melon.
Brown melon.
Who is the? I want to know who the actress is who plays his wife, because she's perfect. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Just the voice acting's amazing. I love her.
Here we go. He's hitting it with the metaphors, though. I got to give him that.
Round melon.
Round melon. What?
What's more sensual and romantic than round melon breasts?
Baby, it's fiction.
I can't get my butt back. It never comes back.
Good jump scare if you're not paying attention.
Sorry if you hear me pouring a drink.
Hey, if you want to clear out the whole bottle, that's on you. No judgment.
Is it filled to the brim?
It's not filled to the brim. This mug is really big.
Okay.
So a can of Coke Zero doesn't fill it.
I was going to say, it kind of most of the time it looks like it's filled to the brim. And I'm like, Marie, be careful. Like in my mind, I'm like, God, I would spill that.
All the ice melted. So there's no ice in it right now. So that's probably why it's not so full.
Comb your hair.
But look at his like sideburn area. It's like a sharp triangle cut. What is
look
that?
How far it's hanging off is I don't know.
It is, yeah.
All right. Let's take a poll. Who has the worst haircut? Josh Hartnett in this movie or Gale Weathers in Scream 2?
Josh Hartnett in this movie.
Oh, I'd go with Gale. Gale's bangs are pretty fucking bad.
They're bad, but some girls
But
do
they're
that
bad
on
in a
purpose.
good way. Yeah, Josh's is just like, what is that, man?
It looks like someone just fucked up on his hair and they just left it. But hers looks like it could be actual. Some girls cut their bangs super short. It could be an actual style, but this looks like he did it himself. And I don't know. I don't know the choices that were made.
I think because Gale Weathers' bangs were so like, what the fuck happened in Scream 3? But like Josh Hartnett's hair has always been like that, like in The Faculty and this, it's always kind of weird.
Yeah, you're right.
And so Gale's is more like
a shock.
In your face. Yeah.
So Kevin, did you ever figure out where this location was?
Yeah.
Was it close?
Yeah, man. No, this location's near the location of 78 where Loomis finds the Phelps truck. They're like 5 minutes apart.
Oh, really?
But this is near Whittier, California, about 20 to 30 minutes east of LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You didn't go to this? You didn't go to this spot?
This spot was closed. Yeah, it's a record store now, either a record store or a hardware store.
Hmm.
But yeah.
She's so good in this movie. Oh my god.
Can I have another glass of Chardonnay, please? Today.
And he like,
Yeah. It's chugs. Wow.
you got it. I thought that at this part she was really going to. I thought that this was going to be the part that she confides in him, like fully. But obviously, we don't get that.
I love the scene where they're doing when she tells them,
"Yeah,
take off your clothes." So good. This feels very Halloween-y.
It does.
I love seeing in Hollywood movies like kids trick-or-treating during the day with like no jackets on and stuff, because when we go trick-or-treating here, it's like dark out, and usually kids are wearing like their boots and jackets, and their costumes ruined at that point. So I was like, oh, it'd be so nice to have a nice. But this Halloween was the good one. But I was like, never like that. You guys are lucky.
She's so good in this scene. I know we keep bragging. We keep bragging about everything, but I don't know, man. She's really good.
Yeah, I mean, again, this whole movie is phenomenal. She does a great job as far as her performance in it. What would you say her second best performance is in a Halloween movie? It's a good one. Don't say Resurrection.
She's not bad in Resurrection when she like puts her pills in that.
I think she gives a really good performance in 18, but I just hate her character so much in 18.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think Jamie Lee Curtis is always going to do a good job as far as what is written on paper. Unfortunately, we don't always agree with what's written on paper.
Yeah. I mean, she hasn't had a lot to work with in these movies, like dialogue-wise.
Yeah. I would say 18 is probably the most out of this one. Because obviously she was shelved in Kills and then kind of shelved in 2. Obviously, we get that good ending scene with the chase, but for the most part, she's in the hospital bed.
Definitely not Kills or Ends.
No, I just can't do 2018 when she's in the car waiting for Michael to come out to be transported. She's shaking that little tiny thing. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's silly.
I guess I would say 78 then, because I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know which one I would do. I'd probably have to go. I think I'd go 18. Although I think. Oh yeah,
John.
Excuse me. What the fuck?
Just getting some off-campus lunch.
Oh, her fuck is perfect. It's so passionate. She means it so much. I believe that fuck so much.
Well, I believe it from John too when he's like, I feel very uncomfortable with you using that language. Because when my mom used to do that, I'm like, damn, what the hell did I fuck up? Or 2, like, I get it. Well, don't put me in the position, John.
I also love his voice crack.
Yeah.
That is true.
For you.
I'm not responsible. I just, it's so like, it's organic. I like it.
Yeah, we're all at the same spot too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Can't take it anymore.
It's pretty emotional.
Good shit.
Oh, I love that they kept Halloween 2 in it. Oh, I was pissed when the new trilogy came out, and I was like, oh, Halloween 2 doesn't even exist. Screw you. I was so mad. Okay, no. Happy times. H2O. not new trilogy.
I was mad too because I love H2 so much.
I mean, I get why they did it because writing around the dude getting shot in the eyes is
Oh, I
tough.
know.
But if you're retconning everything, you're starting after 78, then have a better story for sure.
Well, they did. I mean, they kind of wrote around it, and well, I don't want to say wrote around. Well, I guess they did. Halloween 4, they didn't even bring that shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that they really acknowledged was Michael's hands look kind of burned.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, from
they don't do that in this at all. In this movie, Michael's clean. There's no burns. His eyes are like, I never got shot in the eyes. Look, like my eyes are perfectly fine. I'm going to show you and rub it in your face how fine my eyes are.
I think the original premise for Michael, there was going to be a copycat killer. Did y'all know that?
No,
I didn't.
Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be Charlie.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The Jumanji
That's crazy.
Kid. Yeah.
Jumanji Kid. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm glad.
Eyes up, Ronnie. Eyes up, Ronnie.
Psycho.
Have y'all read any of the Taken Shape books?
No.
I haven't.
Man, your mind would be blown. So, Taken Shape 2 is all about the Halloween movies that were supposed to get made and never did, but like came really close to like production. And there's Michael Myers in space.
Okay, no.
There's Halloween 666. I haven't read it yet, but I can't wait to dive into it.
Did you ever read the Halloween Return script when that was floating around?
No, I didn't, but I hear a lot of people talking about it. Was it good?
I didn't read it. I was just seeing if you read it. I hear it's good.
It's in the book though. I can't remember when that was. Was that? It
was before 18.
Before 18, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think they were going to do it off of Resurrection, though, right? They were just going to keep it going. Was that the plan?
I think so.
That movie was so bad. He woke up at the end. People were just like, "Yeah, we can't touch that. Like, yeah, we can't do that."
Yeah, he was all bald and crispy, chicken fried.
Yeah, Rob Zombie was like, "Yeah, we're not going off of that. We're doing our own shit."
I actually put Resurrection on the other day. I was like, why not?
Yeah.
All right, let me ask. So how was it? Because me and Sean last night on the podcast, Resurrection was our movie topic as far as our rating. And it was my worst Halloween movie by far. Like I thought it was Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Not the case.
Yeah. For me, and we've already talked about this, but I cannot see a Halloween movie where Michael is convulsing and getting beat up by a kid and looking like some nasty blend of Master Splinter and a member from the band Korn, and like I cannot have that anywhere but at the bottom. I just can't.
Yeah, that's at the bottom for me too.
So you're telling me it's not believable that Corey can get bullied by band members but can beat up the goat?
I'm not.
That's not believable.
Not quite. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that a high school marching band, not even just a band, they're not even like a cool band, it's a marching band. That kid with his drumsticks everywhere.
And the mullet.
God. Oh God.
Those movies are so weird.
Bad. Oh no, Halloween Resurrection, I've said this before, was meant to be shitty. It's meant to be shitty. It was a cheesy, shitty Halloween movie. They knew what they were doing with it. But Halloween Ends was supposed to be good, and it was like,
yeah.
They didn't. I don't know. No, Resurrection. Well, Resurrection is here. End is here for me. I don't care.
I can't do it. I tried. I'm sorry. I can't.
Trick or treat, motherfucker, all the way home.
But if we're being honest, I'll tell you this: I would put in Resurrection before I would Halloween Ends.
Yep, it's just an easy, stupid watch. That's why.
Yeah.
But I like
this is the scene you're talking about, Mike.
Yes. The way me and Sean break down, like when we break it down into like writing, directing, cinematography, and sound and stuff. Yes. Ends is gonna receive a good score because the score and sound is phenomenal in it. The cinematography is phenomenal in it. So when those things are like super high, and even if I do like writing and story at like a 3 or a 4, it's still gonna be better. So it's hard. It's hard to break it down like that because that's the way Sean wanted to do the show, because which makes sense, because like if we're just playing favorites, not gonna like it'd be easy to judge. But when you break it down, it's again, which I'm glad we do it that way, because it made Sean realize that he actually likes H2O a lot more than he thought he did. So that's pretty cool to see. But then I found out there were movies that I thought I liked and did, I guess, as far as judge wise, didn't like as much. But I don't know. It's really cool when you break it down.
Go with your heart. Go with your heart. Don't you know what? Trust your heart, man. My heart says Halloween Ends is garbage. I don't care what.
I was gonna say my score for Halloween Ends can be like a 50 or 40. Doesn't mean that I'm ever gonna watch it again.
Yeah, I know. Like Halloween Ends is a better looking movie, a better, well-made movie, but it's still just like a polished turd. It's polished turd. It's substance.
True.
Polished. It's substance.
That's the best way to put it.
I can't rate a movie higher just because it had more of a budget and it looks better, you know?
Mike's like,
no, I agree.
I know.
It's frustrating because I'm like, oh man, it sucks. It sucks. I feel bad for anybody that was watching the Resurrection one last night, because I straight shit on that movie. Like I feel really bad.
It's not a good movie. Like it's not. It's not. But it's fun and stupid. And he's watching.
I pointed out a couple things I like. I pointed out a couple things. You see the instant regret on John's face right here, because he's like, I finally got my mom to. And then he saw his woman, and he was like, "A weekend with you alone? Fuck it."
Oh yeah.
Did we skip the part? I think we did skip the part where he's getting real lovey-dovey with Michelle, and he goes, "And you." He gets right up in her face.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I hate that line, but it makes me laugh.
Me too.
But he said, what does he say? A stunning example of what's right or something?
And she's like, "I'm flattered."
Well, that line afterwards is nice, but the you is a little bit much. But
and you, I'm like, oh,
a little cringe for you.
Little cringe.
After is nice. I'm getting ready for the Psycho music coming, which I just noticed like recently.
I found out because Marie told me.
Just whip that out randomly. Yeah, I realized the Psycho music like the day before we recorded our Halloween H2O thing.
I didn't even know that.
So good.
Nice card too.
Mm-hmm.
Hi buddy. Hi buddy. Hi buddy. What's up? Where's your pup at, Kev?
Outside the door, because if he was in here, he'd be licking his paws and digging on the carpet.
Oh, Carson Carson's doing the same
wanting to eat the popcorn.
Come here. Come here. Can you say hi?
Oh,
he wants to say hi.
Aww.
What's up, Carson?
Say hey. Say hey.
Does he shed a lot, Mike? Does he shed a lot?
It is. The music.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, it's I gotta sweep every day and vacuum every day pretty much. Yeah. Because literally if I let 3 or 4 days go by, like I'm picking up hairs that are like this big.
I have to keep a roll of like boxing tape, and have to get the hair off the bed because River sheds so much. Yeah. So instead of washing blankets and sheets every day, I have to just try to fucking do it.
Carson
sheds a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Carson likes to, like when I'm in bed going to sleep, he likes to hang out in the living room or on the bedroom floor. But I wake up every morning and he's in bed with me. I'm like, oh, got lonely, man. How cool does it have to be for Jamie Lee Curtis though to be able to be on screen with her mom? Like, that's gotta be so cool. I love that. I love,
Oh,
you
so
know,
nice.
some stuff I think is kind of overboard in some movies what they do, but I think that was so perfect. It fits so
Perfect.
well.
If I
Man,
could
it
be
was
maternal
really
for a moment.
It's a good moment. Oh yeah.
so.
Right.
So, Kevin, was this like hut and gate? Was that just built for the movie?
Yeah. So, the entrance to the actual Paramore Estate, Hillcrest Academy, is like up in the Hollywood Hills, and there's no road like this road leading to it. It's literally just boom, you're there. So
Okay.
this is shot at. Oh man, actually, I have it on my phone. It's just like I think it's not a state park. Hang on, real quick.
Like this part, like this.
Yeah, so they
Setting
green
right here?
screen. So whenever you see people drive past his little booth, it's green screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. They did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
Also, first off, like this car is creepy as hell. It's something Michael
I
would be
know.
driving 100%. But I'm sorry, there's no way that woman and her daughter would be driving this car on the regular.
No.
Like there's just no way. I'm sorry. I love this scene. Michael is right behind him. Again, it's another I could fuck you up right now if I really wanted to
Yeah.
moment.
It's
He's
tense.
like,
It
nah,
adds
I'm
the
gonna keep
tension.
going. Yeah, tension.
It's called it's on Browns Canyon
something-
Road, and
You know,
it's just like
Okay.
a hiking trail road, basically.
Oh.
I am going to write the word tension down on a piece of paper and the definition on the back, and I'm going to mail it to David Gordon Green. I think that would be pretty good.
FYI.
Yeah, he sucks at horror.
Yeah. I hope he gets kicked off the Exorcist project.
Yeah, me too.
That's
After
not gonna
Halloween
happen.
ends, I hope he gets kicked off because first of all, that
Not
movie should
gonna-
never be remade in the first place. But
True. Not going to happen, though, and I'm not
It
going to
won't.
watch it. I'm not going to watch it. There's just no way.
I am curious though. Like, I wonder if he's going to have more creative freedom with The Exorcist, because I feel like in Halloween there were a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
A million people in the
with
kitchen?
Jamie Lee Curtis and so I wonder if he can, I don't know, kind of redeem
But you
himself.
had-
with The Exorcist.
Because what you had Blumhouse, you had David Gordon Green, Jamie Lee Curtis, Universal. Like that
Multiple
never works out
producers.
good.
Yeah.
And I love the scene right here where Michael just fucks with him and like tapped the
Mhm.
window and walked
Mhm.
away.
because that's what
Like,
Michael
when I
does.
first-
He plays mind games.
I know. Yes.
He backs away really funny at that one scene.
Yeah.
Missed it.
Like when right after he taps on the window and he backs away.
He backs away real funny. He's like, whoop.
I know. Yeah.
I love this. She hears a noise. She's not like, "What was that?" and goes and looks.
Yeah.
She knows better. She's like, "No, I'm out. I'm not gonna go
Yeah,
investigate that
absolutely.
noise. Fuck it."
It's like if somebody wants to take my papers, you can have my fucking papers.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go spend the night with my man and have some wine.
Mhm.
But I think she's
Poor
drinking
man's
something a little
George Clooney.
heavier than wine. All right, one of my favorite scenes in the movie. I think it plays with your mind and obviously her mind, because throughout the movie a couple times she is closing her eyes, wondering, is this real Michael? Is it not? And every single time he goes away, he doesn't go away in this moment,
Mhm.
right?
So what do
I
you think? Do you think she sees him? Is this actually Michael that she sees first, or is that her boyfriend?
Yeah, I think it's him. I think it's
him. I think it's him too.
Because when
Gosh.
Alan Arkin
He comes.
when Alan Arkin looks back, Michael goes back into the shadows. So I
Into
think
the
it's definitely
shadows.
Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's such a good scene. You again bringing that word tension back into it.
Mm.
I will give it to her though. She's super ballsy to sit
Yeah.
there and close her eyes about
Yeah.
3-4 times. After that second one, and I'm out. Like if that first time, if you're not gone, I'm getting up out of there. Not
Because
gonna
Laurie
have me.
Strode's a badass and she's smart.
She definitely
That's
is.
why.
And the ultimate final girl badass scene is coming up soon, and I can't wait to talk about
Oh yeah, we all love this scene. We're gonna get chills when we hear it.
That's when the score is so fucking good too. Like, that's why I love the score in this. I could not imagine a different score for that moment than the
No,
score
it's
in this
perfect.
movie.
the score, the camera work, and
100%.
we'll jump into it. And this is
Oh,
what
I'm
you're
getting
talking about, Kevin.
goosebumps now talking about it. Yeah, right there.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
I'm getting my nipples pierced.
I know, I love it. I'm like, what a nice man. I remember watching this when I was a kid, and I was like, I love this.
And I have to say, for two franchises that I love, Halloween and Scream, they pay so much homage to each other and many different films. I absolutely love that. And that was one homage to Scream, and then there's another one too. Jumping ahead when they drive down to the Becker's house.
Yeah.
When she tells them to drive down to the Becker's house, that's going back to the first Scream film. I've always loved how these two franchises have had a lot of respect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
It is cool.
Drop some roofies in their drinks, and
that's when I really like that character, is when he says the nipple pierce line.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
So good.
And just his facial expression.
Though, come
I'm
on.
getting my nipples pierced.
And his facial expression and the way he says it, it's just so like he believes it. Like, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, having nonchalant, typical night.
This would be so fun to do that, to like cook all the cafeteria food.
Yeah,
freaking. Oh, that would
be a hell of a weekend.
Yeah, just straight vodka. Jeez, hardcore.
she stacked on those frozen pizzas too.
It was.
Yeah.
Like tombstones in there.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to cook when you're drunk. You just got to throw something in the oven. And
that's true. 100%.
Chugging it.
But
look at that door. I love that door.
That's a nice
my non-cooking ass is like throwing a frozen pizza in the oven. It's cooking to me, damn it.
What's your go-to frozen pizza?
It's definitely in the minority, and it's Red Baron. I know a lot of people don't like that. I feel like a lot of people like DiGiorno's, which I like DiGiorno's. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good. It's just a little more expensive. But as far as like I get the crunchy taste from Red Baron. I think I get the meat lovers or the 4 meat, whatever it's called, and it just hits the spot, man. It's plenty. What about you?
I had a DiGiorno last night. It's too much bread, man. Like it is
too thick.
Yeah, it's too thick, Marie. I'm a Tombstone guy. I like the
Tombstone. Nice.
Supreme Tombstone. Yeah, that's me.
Marie,
we don't have Tombstone. We don't have Tombstone. We don't have Red Baron. We don't have DiGiorno here in Canada. We have one called Delicio, which I think is owned by DiGiorno, and I think it's just different named. But there's this one brand, ketchup chips.
Fucking ketchup chips.
So good. I had spicy ketchup chips the other day, and they were the best. Kettle cooked. I could say what my favorite pizza brand is. No one's gonna know.
No, say it. Please say it. Please.
Well, it's called like. It sounds stupid because it's like. Hold on, I need to look it up.
Oh God, do they have California Pizza Kitchen pizzas up there? Probably not.
No, I don't even know what that is.
First off, shout out to all 4 of them for putting all those candles up and lighting all of them. I'd get frustrated after the 5th one. Like
that's a hazard.
It does look cool though. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. There's
all right, this scene right here where she's feeding him the candy corn. I always thought that was her tongue. I was like, God, her tongue's pointing.
Really?
And when I was a kid, I was like, look at that tongue.
What's he chewing on then?
I was like, look at her tongue. Look at that thing.
Bro, why is it orange and white and yellow? Ugh.
I swear to God, I always thought it was her pointy tongue. And he just had like
food in his mouth. Funny.
Watching it in VHS when it's all grainy, the colors probably of the candy corn wouldn't have shown up as well. So I could see how maybe it would have blurred into looking like tongue-ish.
I waited all day to tell you guys that. Oh.
I love it.
Nice.
I'm clipping that.
How about he like thinks she's role playing here at first?
It's terrible.
He's like, oh yeah, protection plan, huh?
I think it's so funny how long it takes him to catch on. Like, what does it take? Her almost crying for you to catch on? Like, what does it take for you to realize she's being serious?
Sucky.
Yeah.
But what I do love though about this conversation is when she's done telling him, she's like, now do you want that drink? And he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems great.
And one of the reasons that I like this movie too is it's such an easy watch. And when I say ease watch, it's not like super long and it's not super short. Like I get it just enough, and the pacing of this movie is so damn good. So damn good.
Yeah, nothing feels forced. Nothing's like super monologue heavy and loud and contrived. It just flows, and it is an easy watch.
He does look like George Clooney. I never noticed that ever until you just said it.
Yeah. Yeah, the only movie I really like George Clooney in is From Dusk Till Dawn. That's about it.
You didn't like him in the Batman movie?
I almost spat out my drink.
Hey, Freeze, I'm Batman.
Oh, man. Yeah, you can either go that route or when he pulls out the fucking Batman credit card.
Yeah, that was a paycheck roll right there. Fuck, she's good in this scene.
She's perfect in this whole movie. She's amazing.
I mean, we can sit here and just say the movie's amazing 97 times, and I'm good with it. It still wouldn't get the props it deserves.
Look at that jack-o'-lantern as such.
I was just looking at it too. I'm like, that looks like best jack-o'-lantern. Look at that dish of apples right there sitting on that table. It's perfect. This movie's perfect.
Look at that orange fucking pillow.
That bird cage in the back for no reason. Perfect.
God, her delivery right here is so damn good. Yeah. Is that a lamp in the background or is that a bird cage?
There's a bird. I think there's a bird cage thing in the back.
Hell yeah, it's a bird
That's
cage.
what it looks like.
A decorative bird cage from Pottery Barn, probably.
17. Here we go.
Do you think they made it to Yosemite? This is where the movie kicks fucking ass.
Mm-hmm. Just gets her gun. She ain't fucking around, man.
Oh man, he didn't take his sleeping bag.
Man,
poor kid.
I love this house. This is what I look for now in movies when I watch movies. I'm like, wow, look at the decor. Look at the house. What's the square footage? I want that kitchen island.
Boom.
He almost caught the bullets. He's just staring at the gun like, can you put that down, please?
Oh, this chick gets it the worst. She gets it
Can
so
you
bad.
imagine just being there at night, being at that place at nighttime?
It'd be creepy enough.
Dude, being there during the day, like you could feel the eerie fucking H20
I bet.
vibes, for real.
Dude,
like,
yes.
I would have given anything to have stayed there at night.
That'd been amazing.
If if y'all could choose to stay at one filming location anywhere, where would it be? It's a good question.
I mean, I would stay here for sure.
Okay.
I've always wanted to go inside the Bracket House from Rob Zombie's H2. Like that is a huge bucket list place for me. Trying to go down like the list of my favorite horror movies. That's tough, dude.
It's very tough. Like if you could have just like one shot, like there's some that really stick out to me, but it'd be really hard to choose. Like if I had to pick, probably the Myers house, just because it holds so many sentimental values to me.
Mm-hmm.
I picked the Blair Witch Woods. Just go camp out. Blair Witch Woods.
I've always wanted to camp out there and watch the movie. They used to let people do that, but they stopped for some reason.
Oh, CG mask is coming.
Yep.
CG mask is coming.
I don't hate it.
Stop! You're
It's
lying.
like all blue.
It's
blue
bad.
and shimmery.
It's bad, but it's not that bad.
I guess I just want to. My big question is, what was the point
Why?
of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not just like
Why?
like switch the mask up if that's what you want to do, but like why not just stick to one mask?
Yeah, they must have been really crunched for time because they couldn't go back and reshoot that one shot.
Oh God, it's coming. Oh, but I don't understand. Was he not wearing a mask when they first shot it? Like,
I think it was that K&B mask, the really plastic alien looking one.
Yeah.
It was probably that
okay.
one.
And they went in and put some like layers on it or whatever to make it look.
Yeah.
Oh.
Charlie.
All this 90s fashion.
You know the deal. No sex games till I've eaten.
I think that should be a standard rule.
True.
I don't know. Maybe it should be reversed.
Well,
I think it should be.
Or it depends what you eat.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
You want to eat like a big old bowl of chili and then.
Yeah. I don't know.
Chili.
But you don't want to be like hangry either and just not be able to focus.
No, I guess it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
All right. So who gets it worse between the two?
Ooh, that mask is bad.
Oh, definitely Sarah.
She gets it worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that like leg almost cut off. Yeah, that's.
God, Chris Duran does such a good job too.
The only scene I don't like him in is after he gets ran over and he sits up all goofy. That's it. Like that's the only scene where it's a little sloppy. But I think everything else in this I really like.
I liked it because he did like the classic Myers sit up, but he's out of it. He's like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like he's
it's like when he sits up, he bounces.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
he does like, whoa. But his core is still strong. His core strength is still there.
Oh,
it's so bad. I want her boots though. I mean, I have them, but they're not that high. I want them.
It's like Terrifier 2.
Oh, don't see.
Well,
I haven't seen.
There's a lot of shit in Terrifier 2.
I bet.
Oh man, so good.
It's the creepiest Happy Halloween sign ever.
Did you like Lauren Lavera's performance?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I thought I loved everything about Terrifier 2, and I haven't even seen all of the first one. Like I wasn't into Terrifier. I just want to go see a new horror movie.
Yeah.
And dude, I'll touch on after this scene.
Okay, so I like this. So badass.
On the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ruthless.
So I don't care what anybody says. Like I'll fight anybody on it. Chris Rand does a really good job.
Yeah.
Like just that scene to where he to put the back to put the boot right on the back of the neck, like you're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But to touch on, is it Lauren or Laura?
Lauren. Did I say Laura?
Lauren. I don't think you did. I just wanted to be accurate, but I thought she was so damn good. Like what David said in your interview, exactly.
She her star meter has fucking on IMDb has fucking skyrocket.
She deserves it.
Crazy. Yeah.
I love this shot. Oh, where she's
so good.
It always reminded me for some reason, like it gave me Blair Witch vibes when she's hanging in the closet. Something about it felt Blair Witch to me. I don't know what it is.
It's like something the Blair Witch would do, or that looks like the Blair Witch.
Kind of both. It's just really like the way it's colored and lit and mean. I don't know.
Looks like barbaric. It's like a
yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. It looks like witchy. Ugh.
That's so cool.
Head tilt. I love the head tilts. People are like, "Oh, here comes another head tilt." I'm like, "Yeah, bring it."
It's like it's like yes though.
I love it. Well, because he's like, oh shit, that's my nephew.
His mask always looks like he's pissed in this scene. Have you ever noticed that where his eyebrows are pointed down? I've always noticed that.
Oh, I love it when he like does like the shoot up, like when he's down and he like looks back. Oh, he looks so mad there. He looks so mad. Oh, it's my favorite of him, of Michael in this, maybe when he like does that look.
Yeah, he looks pissed, like the eyebrows.
He does.
Pissed.
I love that. I love it. And a different mask.
Yeah, that's the KMB mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this scene. Woo!
Kev, how was it being in this spot, dude? I could have stayed there all day, dude. I just like I kept like standing behind the gate and just staring at it, and I was like, I was like, am I really here? Like I couldn't believe I was there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I love that, man.
I love how mad she is here. She's like, ah.
I know.
Her acting's so good.
That is fucking awesome. It's like a shark cage.
Yep.
Oh.
God, look how big that fucking knife is. And I love this part where he pulls the knife out and it scrapes against the metal.
Mm-hmm. They use so many different masks for this scene.
Oh, Michelle's great.
Mm-hmm.
She really is.
They're both so good. I'm like, they're legit scared.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, this is
first
that
interaction.
Is fucking awesome.
I love that.
She was going to do it though. She was ready. She was like, I'm going to shoot him right in the face.
So for this scene, I've seen many pictures of this scene of him like wearing the alien mask. I guess I'm glad they decided not to go with that one and they used the one they just used instead, because I feel like that's way better. 100%.
Well, when he's trying to get the keys in, he's wearing the different mask. You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say my favorite adoration of that is done by Kevin Ketchie. I think that one is done pretty good.
Try to live.
Try to live. Oh, so good.
But I love how she's not backing down. I mean, it just goes to show her badass sticking out, and like she doesn't want to live with this any longer. Like she knew Michael was coming back sooner or later. Right. He's finally back. Let's take care of this.
I feel like I would keep my kid with me though.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When he first stepped around that corner, 1,000% Michael.
It's Michael.
1,000%.
It is.
Michael
Yeah.
Myers. But I like that switch up though, because I honestly, I remember when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, oh wow, they shot Michael. Now I didn't think he was dead. I thought he would probably rise up, but I was like, when I saw LL laying there, or I'm sorry, Ronnie laying there, I was like, oh shit, no, not Ronnie.
No, and no, he's such a beloved character.
He was just going to check the perimeter.
No. Oh shit! And this is
what a
H2
scene.
Kill. H2.
What a scene. Yes.
All the way he's looking at him while he's killing him. Oh yeah.
He's like confident as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he looks at Lori and just drops his ass. He just drops his ass.
Oh, this is so good too.
Oh fuck.
Oh, this movie.
That's such a great setup with the blood on the door. You know, Michael's going straight for that.
My subtitles like dripping liquid.
It's kind of like she tried to do that in an homage. She tried to do that in 78 by opening the balcony windows, and it didn't work.
Oh yeah.
And this one it worked.
I love that sit up. I love that sit up in the background. It's like a reverse.
That one's done.
A
pretty
reverse
good.
sit up. Mm-hmm.
I love that shot.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Subtitles say ominous music. Michelle Williams is floating down those stairs.
Different mask.
Yep, different mask.
Still love it.
I never noticed. Still love it. Still love it. Just pointing it out.
Oh, dude, I love Halloween 4, and that mask is terrible too. But I've grown to like that mask a lot.
Halloween 4 is great.
Oh, so again, I'm gonna clip this scene and email it to David Gordon Green. This is what
I love.
Tension is.
I love the little moment between Lori and John when she's telling them to go. Like whenever he starts to cry and her voice starts to break.
Yeah,
that is so important to like the heroic crescendo it builds up to right after. Oh,
it's coming.
Such a great scene.
Do as I say. Fuck yeah. Laurie Strode.
Right there.
Yeah. I'm right behind you.
That's awesome.
I love that though. Drive down to the Beckers. I love that. All right, guys. This is it. Such an iconic scene. One, look at this. Smash it. Nobody's getting out of here.
This is my favorite.
I love it.
This is my favorite moment in the entire franchise.
So badass. She kicks
score,
it.
Dude.
Okay, the score and the shot right here. Walking up the hill, and you see her shadow on the ground as well. Because, and what's crazy is you think about it. Hold on. I want to hear the scream.
Cool.
Dude, that's fucking top tier shit.
Yeah.
That's so emotional, dude.
I go! And then and she's like, come at me, bro! Literally.
Yeah. And it gives one of the reasons that it gives me like one, because it was such a great scene, the music, everything, but it makes the hairs on my neck still stand up because it's like she's taking control. She knows that the only two people alive in there are Michael and her. We later found out Ronnie's still alive, but in that moment, she thinks it's just those two, and she's like, only one of us are getting out alive, and I love it.
It's that, and it's super relatable to like you can apply that to anything in like your personal life that you're finally confronting whatever it is that's causing you all this, fear and everything. And so like when she finally says fuck it, I'm facing it, that's why it's my favorite.
Absolutely. And I love the little slice down the arm, same spot in 78.
I know. Also beautifully said, Kevin. Beautifully said.
Thank you. I love this table flip scene too.
Me too. Like the power of the table flip.
Now, to think that she wasn't going to be seen or heard was a little delusional, but I love the shot too. Michael standing right over her.
Him looking down. Oh.
Oh,
I just heard a dog.
Oh yeah, sorry, he was running.
Your movie's paused or frozen in the background.
I have to pause it because it always skips. For some reason, my Blu-ray always skips at this part, so I have it paused. It's where you get stabbed with the flag.
I really want to go out and buy the 4K H20 that Screen Factory released here recently. I would love to get that.
I never realized until just this one. See, this is what I mean. I learned something new about this movie and see new things every single time I watch it. I never realized the amount of mask changes. In my mind, I'm just like, oh yeah, but I never realized how many times the mask is changed. It's crazy.
So the knives that she's throwing, I think I sent a picture to you. Set Jetter. It's a guy who does
So
a bunch of
jealous.
filming locations. He owns all these knives and they're framed on his wall.
Oh,
I wonder if he would sell one to me. I'm gonna try to sweet talk him. And see.
You should,
Hey, bro.
you should do it. I think
He's a nice guy.
He is, dude. I had him on my podcast like a year and a half, a long time ago, before I took a break from it. But super. I think one of his holy grails though is he owns the original door from the Nightmare on Elm Street.
How,
oh my God.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
fucking cool. I'm like, dude.
How much? I don't even want to know how much you pay for that.
Well, he said that especially Dimension, like for H20, because he owns a Hillcrest flag too that was used in the movie.
Awesome.
That after the movie, they just auctioned off a lot of that stuff, like her nameplate. He said that was a regret of his not being able to. If he could go back, he would get the nameplate on her desk at the beginning.
damn.
Oh God, having anything from this movie, I would just covet it.
Yeah, give me the bird. I even take the bird cage.
I take that bird cage. After today, I'm like, give me the bird
Hell
cage.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Give me one of those frozen pizzas. You know, let's just do it.
I still to this day wonder why Ronnie just wouldn't let her go ham.
He's dead. He's dead.
I know.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead, Ronnie. He's dead.
And of course, when that happened, I was like, "Oh, of course, he's definitely not dead."
The knife wasn't even deep in him.
I've always thought that. Yeah,
It wasn't.
When she pulls it out,
it was right there on the edge.
It was like just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip.
And look, it looks like she's about to go all force, all her might, and boom.
But then there couldn't have been one after it.
I know.
They couldn't keep going. They couldn't keep continuing.
Okay, well, fuck that. That one after it didn't need to come out. So Jamie Lee Curtis wanted this to be the last movie. I don't know if y'all heard that.
I think
she wanted it
I think we all can agree this should have been the last movie.
Yeah, especially at least definitely with Laurie Strode and her timeline. Like as much as I love her and Jamie Lee Curtis, like and as much as I don't hate the new movies like y'all do, I could definitely do without them. I guess I could say that.
Oh yeah.
But supposedly like the Akkads had like you can't kill Michael Myers or you can't kill the boogeyman clause. So that's why that he doesn't die. Which I'm actually really surprised played out the way it did because supposedly from everything that I hear, that is still a thing. Like the Akkad, you cannot kill the boogeyman. But I don't know. I haven't heard too much on that ever. But I think there's a documentary on H20 on YouTube or something like that. So that's how I found out about it. Dude, all right, I gotta know. I know I keep asking you about it, but where the hell how'd you find this location?
This Set Jetter. Set Jetter had this.
Cool.
But to be honest, I don't know if it was like the exact spot. I think because every road in this area all looks the same. Everything's really, there's a lot of boulders and rocks and like curvy roads. And so it was really hard to pinpoint exactly where it was. So I think I was in the vicinity of the place, but
Gotcha.
It was just out in the mountains somewhere near Calabasas, I think.
Calabasas, where all the rich people live.
Yeah, Kardashians and shit.
Yeah. I mean, he's not lying. It's so true.
Like how he whipped.
Yep. I love that. And she's looking in the mirror and boom. Kevin's favorite part is going to come up.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, he'd be groggy. He'd be groggy after that. He'd be sitting up weird.
It's like me waking up every morning.
Just like, oh, I stood up in a bounce.
My man's coming that far behind, hitting the windshield. He would have snapped his neck.
Here he goes.
See how he like bounces? He like bounces a little bit, shoulders just shrug.
But see, like even this this, you need the eye contact. You need to see his eyes and her eyes and
Yeah, he's like,
it makes
fuck
sense
you.
for sure.
it's perfect.
But it's not me.
And then
I'm a paramedic. My larynx
No, it
has
ain't.
been crushed.
it's not. This is
Halloween Ends.
This is Michael.
Thank you.
This is Halloween Ends. Yes.
Trust me, I've had plenty of arguments about this when I talk to people. I'm like, why don't you like H2O? Because of the way that they brought Michael back. I'm like, that's a different movie, bitches. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Bitches.
It makes me mad. It pisses me off. You're holding another movie accountable for another movie's action. It's just stupid. Granted, I don't know what the choices were for Resurrection to have Michael alive after H2O. I mean, I don't think you have many places to go. So for what they did and what they had to work with, I guess is okay. It just doesn't make sense to me, and it definitely should have ended. Period. On this iconic scene.
Yeah, Resurrection is like the Jason X of the Halloween series. It's just weird.
Yeah,
I like Jason X though. Actually,
I think I would have enjoyed Michael more in space.
Oh no! What's he gonna have a space mask on?
We're gonna watch Jason X on the next watch. You know what? No, we're gonna watch Halloween Ends. How about that?
Oh my god!
Are we, man?
Did you say? Oh, did you say okay?
I'd do it just to bitch about it the whole time. Just complain about it the whole time. Yeah, I would.
I'd hate to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to watch it. Wow. They did kind of explain in Resurrection this pretty good. I think so. I think they did.
Well, for what they had to work with,
it doesn't
I mean,
exist.
yeah, I know. But the options. I mean, what other options could you have went with it? I mean, I get it. So I know a lot of people complained about it, but like, how do you explain somebody getting their head shot? You got to come up with something. You got to come up with
Get it, Marie.
I got a curdle in my throat.
Here we go. The little smirk on Jamie's face. Oh, that's so good. It's like they almost touch or they barely touch. Almost touch. Do they touch? Nope. Barely. This scared me as a kid in the theater. This right here, when the sound hits, yes, it scared the living shit out of me.
Oh, I love her breathing at the end.
It's just like the breathing at the end of 78.
Yep.
How do you like that? Awesome. That is the perfect way to end the story.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
The power and the breathing. Oh.
Cheers to H2O.
Yes.
H2O.
H2O.
Second best Halloween movie.
I can sit there and watch that all day. I appreciate y'all hanging out and watching that. That was awesome.
You want to watch it again?
No. Restart. Restart. I love this movie, you guys. This movie's so good.
Yeah, it's awesome. We definitely got to have a watch along again soon. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed it.
No, we should do Evil Dead remake. Evil Dead remake.
I watched the OG the other night too. That's always a fun one.
It is.
It is.
It's fun. It's more fun. Evil Dead 2, I like it, but it's a little too on the silly side.
Yeah.
I prefer Evil Dead 1 to Evil Dead 2. Oh, and then Creed comes in. What's this life for? I liked Creed when I was young. I liked them. When I was young, I liked Creed.
I like Creed too.
I was a little Christian girl, so I was like, yeah, what's this life bar?
The opening of Scream 3 has Creed. I love Scream 3.
Me too.
That's my second favorite Scream movie.
Thank you. Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but thank you. But thank you.
Number 2.
If I'm being quite honest with you, it's the order that the movies came out in that I like.
Mm-hmm.
That's my ranking. But I love 3. I love 3, and I hate when people hate on 3. Like, I love the opening. It was a simple game, Cotton.
Yeah, I think the opening's solid. I mean, I think the tone for 3 is very different, obviously, from 1, and it's 2 kind of starts to get there with like the cheesy kind of weird stuff going on, and then 3 is just like, but it's really goofy, but it's also charming and still really well written and sharp and funny. I just think it's a really rewatchable Scream movie. I'd rather watch that.
I agree.
Maybe out of any of them, just because it's fun.
Marie, do you like Scream?
I like Scream. I haven't watched any of the Scream movies in a very, very long time. So if you guys wanted to do a watch along on a Scream movie too, I would do that because I just seriously, it's been so long.
The anniversary's coming up for the first one.
Maybe something we can plan. Maybe I don't know. We'll talk. I was thinking of some stuff. I'll message y'all after we get off here. But hey, I appreciate y'all coming on and hanging out. It was definitely fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. I have had a super long day, so I'm gonna go eat and chill in bed and watch a movie. I don't know what I'm gonna watch yet, though. Maybe Creep Show.
You're gonna watch Creep Show, but keep in mind it's cheesy. Keep in mind it's like 80s. Keep in mind it's based on comic book.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this: the two movies that I've watched from both of y'all recommended, I didn't hate either one of them. I enjoyed them.
All right, okay.
I really enjoyed them. So,
if you're sleepy, I don't know if I'd watch Creep Show right now. I'd wait till you're not sleepy because Creep Show is very cozy, but it gets to a point where it's almost too cozy, and it could just like lull you to sleep. I don't know.
I mean, some of the episodes, some of the segments in it, but Leslie Nielsen, that is my second favorite episode.
With Ted Danson and Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's such an asshole in that one.
Yeah.
What I need to watch is what you were talking about, Marie, which I might start tonight, is the 101 scariest scenes, horror scenes.
Such a good show. Guys, everyone in the world should watch that, especially if you're a horror fan. It's so good. I do not agree with the number one scariest scene, but whatever.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think it should be something else for sure.
Yes.
But I don't hate the movie that they picked for it, I guess.
I usually don't agree with rankings either. Like if you Google like top horror movie of all time, you'll get a couple different answers, and it's movies that I definitely don't agree with. Not saying they're bad, it's just I don't agree with them. Like I think Psycho was number one for one of them, which is a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I just don't. For me personally, that's not number one. It's a great movie though. Great movie. All right,
watch,
but I am. I should try that just to see how I react as far as like motion sickness wise. That's the only reason I don't watch it is because of that.
Which one?
Blair Witch.
My baby.
Because the last time I saw the movie was in theaters.
Damn.
What year did that come out?
98, 99.
Do it.
I was about 6 or 7 when that came out. So
Blair Witch
it's been a long time.
Blair Witch always goes back and forth with being my favorite horror movie ever. It's so good.
Yeah, well, I know it's Marie has, we've talked about that movie on the podcast as well, and then Kevin on your recent, I think it was your recent podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Was your recent one the top 10? Was that your recent one?
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah, top 10 scariest scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was that one, and you were talking about the Blair Witch Project, and you were talking about how you thought it could possibly be your favorite horror movie, and I was like, man, I should really give that a shot. Both of them are talking like super highly of it. Like maybe I should just try it and give it a shot.
I mean, it's worth getting it.
It's worth what?
On my body, like.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like it's worth throwing up about.
Yeah,
for a couple of hours.
That's where I thought
that too. It's worth puking over. Actually, I don't know. I hate throwing up so much, so I'm like, nothing is worth that. I would wish that on anybody.
So we can make a deal. I'll watch it, but if I get sick, I'm gonna FaceTime you while I get sick.
Oh,
I know. That's like terrible. I would never do anything like that. I'm just fucking with you. But in all honesty, I'm definitely gonna try to rewatch that soon. It's definitely worth the rewatch. But I've been trying to really be on this kick of watching movies that I've never seen before, and I would throw that in there because I don't remember a lot of it, really much anything. But I've been trying to watch movies that I haven't seen before, and so far so good with those two. So I'm definitely going to try to keep it up.
Oh yeah.
All right,
I'm
guys.
gonna go pee because I'm gonna pee my pants. But that was so fun.
Fun. We'll definitely plan something soon. I definitely appreciate it. Now, before we wrap up, I'll let you both plug your socials, what you got going on. So shoot away.
Go ahead, Marie.
You go first, Kevin. No, you go.
Marie, go. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
Okay, what am I? You hang up first. No, you. What am I doing? What am I on? Oh, I'm on. I'm on Not a Strong Start on YouTube, and I'm going to have my own show on their channel coming out called Marie Plays It All. So that's coming out probably next month at some point. And yeah, follow that, and on Instagram at Not a Strong Start. I'm a guest on there often.
Hell yeah. And you can find me at my Instagram is at Watch Horror Films, as well as my new podcast that I co-host with my buddy Burke. It is Night of the Comments, and my YouTube channel is Kevin Ketchie.
Hell yeah. Awesome. All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the Halloween H20 watch along. It was absolutely phenomenal. Appreciate everybody that commented and tuned in, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.